Finnish Prime Minister Petteri Orpo criticized for skipping EPC meeting due to family vacation. Finnish Labour Minister defends new regulation allowing immigrant workers 3 months to find jobs. Long-term unemployment rises sharply in Finland amid economic downturn. House fire in Haukipudas, Oulu. Firefighters struggle to contain blaze. Finnish Prime Minister Petteri Orpo faced significant criticism for not attending the European Political Community (EPC) meeting in July due to being on vacation. In a press conference in Riihimäki, Orpo stated that he prioritized his family and confirmed that he would make the same decision again. This decision was criticized by the opposition as President Alexander Stubb attended the meeting in his place. Orpo explained that given the diplomatic and security nature of the event, it was appropriate for the president to attend. Despite the criticism, Orpo reaffirmed his right to prioritize his family. Finnish Labour Minister Arto Satonen defended a new regulation that allows immigrant workers 3 months to find a job after becoming unemployed. This regulation only applies to those who have worked in Finland for less than 2 years, while those with longer work experience or expertise have up to 6 months to find employment. Satonen emphasized that this regulation is fully in line with other Nordic countries. However, this law differs from other Nordic countries in that Finland requires businesses to notify the immigration authority within a week if they dismiss a foreign worker and may face penalties if they do not comply. The regulation has faced criticism from both employers and unions. Tatu Natila, an economist at SAK, argued that the 3-month period is too short given the often lengthy recruitment process, which could pose difficulties for workers. Alexi Randall, CEO of RT Construction, warned that this law could reduce Finland's attractiveness to immigrant workers and negatively impact the country's competitiveness. Long-term unemployment is rising sharply in Finland, according to the latest data. The unemployment rate in July increased to 8.3%, up 1% from the same period last year, reaching levels similar to the early COVID-19 crisis in 2020. The number of long-term unemployed has exceeded 98,600, indicating increasing difficulties in finding employment. Jukka Apelqvist, chief economist of the Central Chamber of Commerce, noted that the current labor market is divided between those with jobs and those who are long-term unemployed. He warned that government measures would not be enough to improve the situation, as the problem lies in the prolonged economic downturn since the start of the Ukraine war. With few new job opportunities and reduced labor demand, Finland's economic outlook in the coming months remains bleak. A house in the Haukipudas area of Oulu caught fire this afternoon. The Northern Ostrobothnia Fire Department received a report of the fire around 4 p.m. yesterday and dispatched 7 fire units to the scene. Upon arrival, the flames had already spread to the roof structure. By evening, firefighting efforts were still ongoing and were expected to last several more hours. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined. Police in Riihimäki are intensifying their search for a 16-year-old girl who has been missing since Saturday and is believed to be in serious danger to her health and life. Police have mobilized several units, including K-9 teams and a border guard helicopter. Volunteer rescue teams have also joined the search, with dozens of people combing large areas. The girl is 164 centimeters tall, slim, with shoulder-length blonde hair, glasses, wearing black pants, a dark green hoodie, and carrying a red backpack. Police are urging the public to report any information that could help locate her through the emergency number 112. Kiviojan Elementary School in Ilvieska, Finland, found a solution to the issue of mobile phone use in schools as early as the 2010s, when smartphones first became widespread. According to the school's policy, students must keep their phones in their bags and switch them to silent mode during school hours, except in special cases permitted by teachers, such as needing to contact parents. This policy has created an uninterrupted learning environment, allowing students to focus on activities like sports, socializing, and studying. The rule has been maintained for years and has received support from parents. In contrast to many other schools in Finland that are still struggling to control phone use, Kiviojan has successfully fostered positive habits in students, demonstrating the importance of establishing and maintaining discipline in the educational environment. The search for substitute teachers when a teacher is absent from school can take up to 3 days, posing significant challenges to maintaining discipline and teaching quality. In Valkeakoski, 9th grade student Julius Ahoma mentioned that when there is no supervising teacher, students often stop working on their assignments and take out their phones. In some cases, another teacher may have to supervise 2 classes at once, a situation referred to as otosajesuus. However, new regulations in some municipalities, such as Sinajoki and Nokia, allow schools not to hire substitute teachers in the first days of a teacher's illness, making classroom management even more difficult. This has raised concerns among the teachers' union OAJ, which argues that it threatens the safety and educational quality of students. Nasujaiset, the controversial tradition of welcoming new high school students in the Helsinki area, continues despite efforts by schools to prevent it. On a recent Friday evening, many students were seen in flamboyant outfits, covered in flour, tomato sauce, and mustard, shouting as they paraded through the city. Although some schools and the city have condemned these activities, Nasujaiset continues to take place in secret. While some students see it as fun and voluntary, others refuse to participate, feeling humiliated and uncomfortable. The number of waterbird species in Finland is declining significantly, with the pochard on the brink of extinction after its population has decreased by more than 95% over the past 40 years. This decline also affects other species such as the tufted duck and the northern pintail. The main causes include water pollution from agricultural runoff and the increase in fish species that compete with chicks for food. To protect waterbirds, the Finnish government has implemented measures such as temporary hunting bans and creating undisturbed resting areas. However, experts still believe that more action is needed, including changes to hunting laws. The bear hunting season in Finland is becoming increasingly challenging as hunting areas shrink year by year. This year, permits for bear hunting in the most popular region sold out within an hour. In hunting areas, only 70 permits were issued for the reindeer herding area, making bear hunting even scarcer. Early on August 20th, when the bear hunting season began, hunters like Marurko Kainulainen and his hunting dog Oskari were ready to enter the forest, tracking bears from the first hours. However, fierce competition in bear hunting has left many hunters dissatisfied with the current regulations. They hope for improvements to make the permitting process fairer and easier in future seasons. Over the past year, Kisahalli Sports Hall in Helsinki has spent thousands of euros on rodent control. The renovation of Manor Riihimki has caused rats to move into Kisahalli, forcing management to call in pest control teams more than 10 times. According to Kisahalli's manager, Christian Kosonen, there are currently at least 12 traps placed around the area. Gaps in the building have also been sealed to prevent rat entry. The cost of these measures is estimated to have reached 10,000 euros. Although the situation has improved, the ongoing renovation of Manor Riihimki means the risk of further rat infestations remains.